What is up, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I apologize for the audio real quick. Let me mute it. Bam! Welcome back to the Road to Redemption podcast. Cam here. Good to see you. Hey, look! The studio. It looks different, right? It's clean. No more smoking for your boy. No more CBD. No more nothing. It's all done, so I cleaned up my office where I used to smoke in here, and now I don't. So I was wiping down the walls and the ceilings and everything and Febrezing all the cloth in here to get all the CBD smoke out, and it's actually kind of nice, man. It's good. It's my office, you know. It was much needed. I felt like every time I walked in here, it was to come in here and chill, come in here and relax. Where before it used to be, this was my place to come in here and be creative and work and everything like that. So it needed to change. I had to clean everything up, and I had to make it look way more professional and more like a studio, less like my chill office. So, hey, here we are. Anyway, let's get right into it, man. I want to talk to you guys about something that I've seen consistently across the board all the time by everybody, myself included. I've been guilty of it. We all have. And I've talked about it, obviously, before, but the reason I want to emphasize on it today, I think I started to talk about it last week, and per usual, I went off on something else, but I watch a lot of people on social media, and they don't understand that they're doing it, but they're constantly putting, their problems, right? We're constantly putting our problems out, and I see it so much. And I know a lot of people right now are probably going, well, Cam, it's probably who you follow. It's not, because I follow everybody who follows me until you give me a reason not to. But it's like, for the last 2 weeks, friends, family, people I went to high school with, people I don't even know, it seems like everyone uses social media to get on and put out passive-aggressive comments, phrases, posts, whatever, to let people know that your life just isn't going very well. Right? It's usually just a minor inconvenience, or it's something like you're posting that you don't feel well that day, and just time to go back to bed. Guys, stop. Stop. I can't tell you how many times I've read something, just in the last week, from somebody I genuinely care about, and care about their problems, and I care about them. But from so many posts, there's just another one. Well, this is just the way it works, huh? Good people try to do good things. And stop. And it's not stop posting it because you shouldn't be allowed to. You post whatever the fuck you want. I'm not the executioner, the judge, the jury, all that. You do whatever the fuck you want. But I'm telling you something, man. Every time you do, the people around you who care about you, they should call you out on it. That's what I've started doing. To the people that I'm around, if I see them do it, or I see them talk about... Let's flatline this real quick. Let's flatline this whole conversation real quick. What you put out matters. Right? The law of attraction, The Secret, negativity, karma. What you put out matters. Let me say it the fuck again. What you put out of your mouth, of your social media, if it comes from you, that affects how you're perceived. Now, your intention is not. When you intended to write the post telling people about your problems, you were probably hoping that people would relate and they could understand. And maybe they would even find some commonality in it. But guess what? The only people doing those things, or who would understand, are just other people putting their sorrows on social media. So they're doing the same thing you're doing. And therefore, neither one of you are pushing each other to actually find a resolve to any of these problems. And I can guarantee you, no one's calling you going, hey, why do you do that? Why do you put your bullshit on social media for the world to enjoy. Why do you want people to revel in your crap? In the crap that, honestly, people probably shouldn't know. They shouldn't know how bad things are for you. They've got their bad things that they're trying to get over. Right? I'm not saying that we all have to come to a place where it's all positive and it's all motivation and we can't talk about anything negative and we can't post about our problems. Lord knows I do that enough. But what you put out, guys, what you put out to the world, it matters so much. And it matters more than just how people see you. It matters more than how even you're perceived, which we talked about a few episodes back. And it matters more, believe it or not, than just what's consuming your mind. It means more what you put out, because that is what you believe. People don't say things they don't believe. Why are habitual liars so frustrating? Because you love that person. They won't stop lying. But in the same regard, you know they believe the shit, in a sense. When you put out your problems, your woes, pity me, wah, 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 my life is hard, my life is everyone's life is hard. Everyone's life comes with struggles. So let's just say that that's the baseline we all start at. You're not special for having problems. You're not any better than anyone because you now feel bad and can't go to work today. You're not providing anything to anyone by posting that. So, all I ask, when you post something, think for yourself. When you post something, or when you see other people post, and let's take it away from social media because I think that's limiting this conversation just a hair. When you speak, when others speak around you. So again, what people post on your timeline affects you just as much as what people say around you, because it's all the same. You're consuming it all the same. So if you are either following a bunch of people or standing in a room with a bunch of people that sound like this. Oh, well, yeah, I thought I was doing so good. I was down 13 pounds and I was really sticking to it, and then, but of course, life always happens. The car sprung a leak, got a tire, flat tire, and I got a sore throat. The kids got me sick. Goddamn, these kids, they go to daycare and then they're just walking fucking cesspools of bullshit, and I always get sick. And then, on top of that, Mandy's got soccer pictures, and those are $200, and the dad doesn't pay child support. You get it. You fucking get it, right? All those little things, right? Dad doesn't pay child support. Mandy's got soccer pictures. Fucking Kevin won't stop biting his sister. Whatever the fuck. Stop. Don't even put it out. Don't put it out on social media. Don't put it out of your fucking mouth. Don't put it out to your spouse who doesn't need to hear it. Don't put negative out. It's that simple. I'm not telling you to bottle it all up. Nah. Ask yourself the question when you speak, or when people speak around you. What is the substance of this? Why am I saying it? What purpose do I want it to have? And what do I hope changes from this? Other than that, don't fucking say it. Unless it's entertainment or amusing or whatever. If you're going to talk about the idiot that you work with, guess what? That person doesn't look like an idiot. You do. Because you're consuming your time talking about an idiot. Are you an idiot? No, then don't talk about idiots. Because why would you know anything about idiots if you don't collect around them? My kid's sick. I can't go to work because I have to stay home from school and they can't go to daycare or whatever. I'm stuck at the house. I didn't get my workout done. And now everything seems to be falling to shit. The house is a mess. My spouse was late to work, which stressed me out because then I had to figure everything out. And then the kids still had to get everything done. And then Cody's got soccer and I have to handle it all by myself. But guess what? You still have to handle it. You still have to handle it. So, I'm not telling you to internalize it. I'm telling you to energize it. What do I mean by that? Out. It's got to come out. It has to come out. I am understanding of this. It has to come out. Especially for people like me. If any of you have the tempers like I have, which I've got a pretty exquisite one, I will fucking go off, and you guys know it. You've probably seen it. It's got to come out. How does it come out? Make it come out on your problems. The things that are causing them. Make it come out on those. Let's rewind. 35, 45 seconds ago. I just gave the whole, my spouse was late to work. It stressed me out because the house is a mess. We didn't get to clean like we wanted. Everyone's running 100 miles an hour. Kids still got to go to school. Cody's got to get to soccer practice. Kayla's got fucking soccer pictures that cost us $200. We don't have the money for it. What the fuck do I do now? Well, let me pick up my phone and fuck it. Or we don't. And we put the phone down. And we start cleaning the house. Right? Fuck your phone. Fuck your feelings. Fuck how you feel about it right now. Because it's not that it's fuck your feelings and how you feel, because that's very important. You feel all fucking all wired up, right? We fucking feel it. We feel it because we're people. Feel it. It's okay. Feel it. Get upset. Get mad. Get fucking angry at life. It's okay. Life, God, the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Mother Nature for our feminines, it's a big person. It's a big boy. It's a big girl. Whatever it is. It's a big being. It can handle us being mad at it for a minute, right? I don't think, I'm not by any means a foreshadower or a prophesy, but I don't think the world is going to smite you down out of nowhere because you became a little upset with it. If that was the case, I think we'd all be pretty fucked. Don't you? Right. So, what do? It's got to come out. Take it out on the actual problem itself. Start cleaning the house. You may not have the time to finish it, but you can start. Once you start, don't stop until it's done. Don't stop and grab lunch because you're tired and you've been working hard. No. Clean the fucking house. When you're done, what's the next problem? Well, my spouse ran late. Okay. I get it. That's frustrating for you, right? Your spouse was late. Which what? Directly affects you. And it affects your kids. It does. They got up late, which means you had to hurry. They had to rush. They weren't able to help as much. Therefore, you had to take on more workload even though you had enough going on. Is that a place where you could start to build some resentment for your spouse? Yeah, absolutely it is. It's very common. Most of us do. Or you could just realize what happened. My spouse is a human being. They got up late. I've gotten up late. That put their whole day, now look at it, put their whole day, it just started it in chaos. Which what? Brought the energy level up here, right off the rip, 7 a.m. Most people aren't good at that. They're not good at 7 a.m. to begin with, let alone if shit starts off all nutty, right? So then look, you approach your spouse. You approach your spouse once they've, now again, handle shit. Don't sit there and scream at each other. Don't post about it on Facebook. Don't fucking go to social media and worry now about tagging a boomerang to your fucking breakfast or your coffee or whatever the fuck you're planning on doing. Attack the house. When the house is being attacked, here's what I would do. This is just what I would do. I would actively, like while my spouse was still there, I would start cleaning everything in the house as much as I could. And I would not stop until I finished cleaning. Now, somewhere between me cleaning and my spouse arriving at work, I'm going to send them a message. I love you. I'm sorry your morning started off rough. Here's the other thing. You don't need to tell them that you're cleaning the house. That's not important. You handle that. It's your thing right now. They have their thing right now. They have to go to work. Don't mention it because, right, a lot of people like to mention it because then it's passive aggressive. Oh, well, I love you. I'm just going to be here cleaning the house. You think your spouse doesn't know they got up late? You think they don't know that you had to do more for the kids and the house is a mess? You think they don't know that? Don't put that on them again, right? And it's not because they don't even deserve it, right? We got up late. That was their fault. They actively got up late, which caused this downward spiral of events. That's the way life works. I believe, if you cut a corner, or you don't get up when you're supposed to get up, or you don't eat what you're supposed to eat for breakfast, but you have cereal and waffles instead, you will pay for that later. You will. The universe, God, the world, Mother Nature, whatever, will make you pay for that at some point. Maybe 10 seconds from now, you may get up late, boom, stub your toe. Alright, you paid for it, motherfucker. Get up next time. You may get up late, nothing happens, everything seems kind of smooth, alright, fine, whatever, made it to work. Then what? 2 weeks later, you find that something small and inconvenient happened. Why? It's usually because you're paying back that lesson long down the line after you forgot about it, but we're sitting at our desk and something happens. A pencil snaps, the coffee spills on that one piece of paper we needed it not to. And now, people like me, we're off. What the fuck? Why me? Why? Why does this have to fucking happen? Why? And then, that usually happens on the day that you've woken up late again. So you've forgotten about number one. But what's happened? Between waking up late once and waking up late now, you've continued to wake up late. That is a habit you've put into place of not getting the fuck out of bed when you're supposed to. So what? Why do you deserve coffee to not spill on you? You can't even take life as you intended it. Being you said you were going to get up at 6:30 to be on time and shower. Not even to work out, just to be on time and shower. You couldn't do that. So why do you deserve everything to go smoothly? So, and then we have the gall to get out of bed late, bitch, moan, and complain at our family members because we fucked up and we got out of bed and now we're stressed, so we're going to put that on everybody else, and that's what's coming out, stress. Which then turns to our spouse resenting us because now we got up late, and now we're stressed, now we're screaming at everybody, and we're not helping? Fuck. So like I said, I would start to clean the house. Somewhere around there, I would message my spouse. I love you. I'm sorry your morning started off rough. I'll see you when you get home. Let me know if you have any preferences for dinner. It's usually my style. Right? Now, I'm not perfect. Not perfect. Sometimes I get up late, or my wife, I haven't gotten up late in a really long time, but sometimes my wife gets up late or whatever, and it's an honest thing of I am her husband. And I am usually doing something. So yes, if my wife gets up late, that does put more on me, but I can, and I do, get frustrated in those moments. Wow, fuck! I have all this, and now I got fucking this, and it's not frustration with my spouse or my kids or anything that I have to deal with. It's frustration because I'm a human being, and you are a human being. So when we have our plan set in our head of the way we think our day should go, we really don't want that to be bothered, right? We really don't like people messing with our schedules. It's our schedule. It's what works for us. If you mess with that, then it's not what works for me. And that doesn't work for me. So, what you really have to pay attention to, and I think, you have to remember what we're doing. What are we actively doing all the time? And this is what I think a lot of people forget. How long have we been going? A lot of people forget that we are actively living. We are actively alive. Which means what? You have a heartbeat? Yes. You have a pulse? I hope so. What does that not mean? It does not mean a lot of things. You being alive means you have a heartbeat, a pulse. You're here. We can see you. I could feel you. I could hear you if you were in the same room as me. What does it not mean? It does not mean life is going to guarantee be easy for you. And that doesn't change when you start getting up early and going running like you're supposed to in the morning and chasing your dreams. That doesn't change. Life is still not guaranteed to be easy, happy, or to give you everything you've ever dreamed of. You have to earn that shit. Every time you don't get out of bed, you don't earn it. Whoever is out there chasing it, they earned it more. Every single time your spouse gets up late, that's not a failure on them. It's a failure on you. Why did you not go pick your spouse up? Go get them. Go get them out of bed. Come on, get up. Come on, we got stuff to do. Get up. Why? Because they'll be upset at you? They're going to be more upset at you when they're mad at themselves, and then that turns into resentment against themselves, which turns into somehow resentment against you, and your whole relationship falls to shit over insecurities and self-confidence issues that they have because they can't get out of bed, and now they project them on you. Don't let that happen. Take control of your relationship. Get your partner the fuck out of bed. Next, they're up. Right? They're up. Good. Now's not the time to be a drill sergeant. It's not the time to get up, go work out. It's not the time. It's 5 a.m. And your spouse, obviously, is not a morning person. Be kind. Be the reason they want to get up. Be there with water, coffee, whatever. Just be there. Be there for a smile and a hug and an embrace when they've gotten out of bed, which is hard for them. Empathize with that. That's difficult for some people. Be there as a team member. Now they're up, they're off, they're doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. Now everyone's morning is going swimmingly. Yeah? Good. Now, doesn't mean everything's going great. Who knows? Kids could be acting a fool. House could still be a mess. But we've controlled a few things, right? In every scenario, I found us a few things that we can control. Now, some of you, I'm sure, are listening to this and you're going, well, the one thing you mentioned, but you didn't have a solution for, was Kathy had soccer pictures and you didn't have $200 to pay for those soccer pictures. You're right, I didn't. I will now. Kathy is playing soccer. Good for her. I'm sure she's great. But you are her parent. Kathy doesn't have a job. She's a child. You don't have $200. Right now, it's October 24th. What's right around the corner? Holiday season's coming around. $200 pictures are here right now. Okay? Christmas, all that, it's coming down the line. What do? As a parent, that's our thought. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? She's got pictures. We still got bills. I got Christmas coming up. They just cut my hours at work. What the fuck? You're right. Hey, Kathy, your dad and I need to talk to you real quick. Come here. Look, I know you've been trying. You've been trying so hard at soccer. We are so proud of you. I cannot tell you how proud of you I am. Your hard work and your dedication has led you to just make strides upon strides, and we are so proud of you, Kathy. And I'm not gonna keep wasting your time, but there's something very important we had to tell you. Your dad and I see, with everything going on right now, we're not gonna be able to get these pictures. I know your team's got them. I get it, and I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna do everything I can to try to at least get you a team picture. At least a team picture so you can have a picture of your friends. Here's what we will do. Here's what we are going to do. When we can, I'm going to get someone to take pictures of you in your soccer uniform. I know it's not the same, but, babe, with all the love in my heart, it's what we can do. I'm sorry we let you down on this one, but I'm going to pick it up so that way hopefully this doesn't come down the line again. And I want you to know that's why we're doing this. Because if we spend the $200 now, we're going to be bad now and we're going to be bad in December. Right? Now, this is assuming that Kathy's a teenager and could maybe comprehend any of this. If they're not, don't put it on them. You know, like it was my 1-year-old's birthday yesterday. Guess what we didn't do? A bunch of bullshit. We didn't buy balloons and a cake and all this crazy shit. She's 1. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She didn't know it was her birthday. She didn't know anything. She just knew it was another day of life and she's happy as shit about that. So guess what? Your kids are the same. Your kids really don't give a fuck about that picture. They weren't thinking about it 3 weeks ago before they knew picture day was coming. They don't really care. You, honestly, if we're being very honest, don't really care. It's not about the picture. It's about capturing that moment in time. Right? That's my baby in that time and they're playing soccer. It's cute to me. I like it. I want that picture. Is it a necessity? No. It's a social norm. When our kids have picture day or they go to school, we buy their pictures, but it's just like we buy our loved ones Hallmark cards on holidays. Do we have? No. But we've been so ingrained that it's all this pressure. It's picture day. Kids got pictures. I didn't buy my kids pictures this year. Why? I've got pictures of them. I can take pictures of them. I have pictures of them at this point in their lives. I don't need a background like this with flowers on it. To usually not very good pictures of kids, if we're being honest. Their smiles are kind of quirky. They make kids sit there and be uncomfortable. Anyway. I found you a solution to that knot. May not be the best one. Sure, you can go out and rob a bank. You could try to hustle. You could try to grind. You could try to sell some clothes to Plato's Closet. There's tons of options. That's my point. There are things you can do. One of your other options is to continue doing what you're doing. I'm not talking to you. I don't know you. You might not be doing any of this. You probably never have. You're a great person, I'm sure. You can stop doing what you're doing. Let me ask you. Let me just ask you. Whoever you are. You. I'm talking to you. You. Go. Go to your social media right now. Think about the last 5 conversations you had. What did they look like? What did they look like? What did you say? What was the contents? Was there substance? Or were you just putting things out there? Were you just to the world? And just here the fuck I am with all my stuff. Here I am to just blob all over your day. Did we do that? Only we know. I want to strongly encourage you this week. I know I'm a little late on this episode. It's just been crazy. Sorry guys, I'm 4 weeks out from a fight. I'm doing what I can. I want you to honestly pay attention and take stock of what is coming from you. Text, vocal, body language, I mean everything. What is being projected from your person? Imagine at all times your body, this physical canvas of a body, is a large projector to the world. Now, with social media, you are a large projector to the world. What are you projecting? Are you projecting that you're a broken, beaten down, fucked up, weak, little insecure fucking nothing who just loves to get beaten down by life because that's all the fuck you talk about? Or are you somebody who's had a tough life and you've had things happen to you like we all have, and you're tired of being beat up by life? Are you tired of telling the same stories? Are you tired of watching the same patterns repeat? If you are, do something else. Try something else. Is it not worth it? Right? You've got what you've got. You know what you're gonna get if you keep doing it. Try something else. Here's my challenge. I want to end this with a challenge this week. I want to challenge you not to gossip at all. If something comes out of your mouth that's about something else or about somebody else, don't say it unless it's positive. Don't fucking say it. Don't talk about people who aren't fucking there. It's not right to do. They don't deserve it. They can't defend themselves. Don't do it. It doesn't make you look good. Got it? Don't gossip. 2, don't just complain. If you're complaining about something, say, this is what's going on. This is how I feel about it. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? If you are venting, tell them, I'm venting. Let them pick a cat. I'm venting to you. You give me 3 minutes, okay? You've got 3 minutes. Vent for 3 minutes. When 3 minutes is done, you fucking stop. And you don't continue to vent anymore. Then, after that 3 minutes, we're going to figure out, okay, I heard everything you said. I think you're being a little overdramatic. I heard what you're saying. Yes, that person was an asshole, but I think you're letting, years of you two working in close proximity together really agitate you today. And I think that is making this situation what it is now, right? Now, they're not going to want to hear that shit. They're mad. They're upset. They want you to be a friend. You're not being a friend by just feeding into their bullshit. You're not. You may, for a second, be making them feel better because now they don't have to be in a confrontation with you about why are you being a gossipy little bitch, but you're not doing them any favors. So don't do that. Here's my other part of my challenge. Those 2 were kind of negative. Other part of the challenge. Fall into genuine conversation with someone this week over something that doesn't interest you. Has nothing to do with you or anything you're doing or anything, nothing. Now, I'm not saying you gotta walk up to a random fucking stranger and ask them about penguins. I'm not saying that. Your spouse, your family, your loved ones. Talk to them about substance. Ask them what they're into. Ask them what they're doing. When was the last time you asked your spouse or your family, what are you doing in life right now? Like, what are you doing? If it's our kids, most of them will go, nothing, he's fine, nothing. Our spouses, some of us are guilty of that too, especially when we're so busy and I talk all day, Sometimes it's, well, how was your day? Fine. Yeah, what'd you do? Nothing. No, same shit, different day, living the dream, all that kind of shit. Don't do that. Acknowledge when you do that. Do you cut people off? Hey, how's your day? Fine, good. Do you cut people off? Don't do that. Talk to people. Put the phones away. Realize that we are actively alive. You are watching me right now because you have a brain in your head and you have eyes that work, that processed, and ears that hear, and that processed all this information. That is actively happening right now. Are you going to waste tomorrow morning by not getting up when you're supposed to get up and chasing the life you think you should have? I don't think you should have shit. I hope you don't think I should have anything. Because that's not your life to worry about. It's my life. Yours is yours. I want you to believe that there's more for you. I want you to believe that you don't have to continuously live in a revolving door of shit Facebook posts and terrible self-sabotage. I hope you don't have to do that. And I hope that you find by listening to this podcast, I will make it easier for you to combat life and its woes, so you don't have to be that person that is projecting a victim and a pity and a woe is me mentality. Right? Alright. Cool. Alright, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for coming by. This episode was brought to you by Manscaped. Boom! Manscaped. Guys, they're seriously, I've told you all the time, and I mean it. They're the leading men's hygiene company to date right now. I'll be honest, I used a competitor for a long time, and I never liked their shit. My wife bought it. She got one of their subscription boxes, came to the house every month. Their body wash stuff smells like just straight up detergent and shit, and all their stuff sucked. So I luckily was just chilling, listening to a podcast, and heard about Manscaped, and I happened to reach out to him and say, hey man, I tried your stuff from a podcast I listened to. I loved it. I'm a huge fan. If you guys ever get the chance, check mine out. I'd love to team up. And they did. It's awesome. And that means a lot to me, because that means they were a real, genuine company that is led by a real, genuine person who reads messages and actually responds and takes the time to look into the quality of a person and doesn't just go off followers or what they think. It meant a lot. So they are, right? I've told you guys, I don't know where it went. I just had it. This. They released the Lawnmower 2.0. Now, if you guys can't see that. Lawnmower 2.0. They just released the Lawnmower 3.0. Now, they're sending me one. This thing is supposed to be even better than the 2.0. Now, I don't know how that's possible, because literally the Lawnmower 2.0 has, you won't be able to see it, I showed you once before, the little white mark. The only white mark you can see up here. That is a skin protecting guard. So that way, without having to put a guard on it, when you go to manscape your nether regions, when you get the old balls, you're not going to nick them. Now, guys, ever shaved your balls before? I hope you have. Have you ever nicked them? We all know that, you know the noise. That's the noise that you just fucked up. Ha ha. You fucked up? Ha. You fucked up. You slit your ball sack while you were trying to manscape. Not anymore. Guys, with the Lawnmower 2.0, this guard keeps you from nicking your balls. Lawnmower 3.0 is supposed to be even better. Now, that's a razor. We got a razor, right? We all have razors. You guys got razors. You got electric ones. Someone probably buys you a $20 shit razor from Walmart every Christmas, right? Because your family's fucking assholes who doesn't know you very well. So they buy you a fucking DeWalt razor. Because it's DeWalt, right? Idiots. With Manscaped, you don't just get a razor. You also get the Crop Reviver. Now, I've told you guys, I fucking love it. The Crop Reviver is meant to be sprayed downstairs after you're done training. It's supposed to be. Now, your boy, I wear it like a body spray because I love the way it smells. Now, I have the Refined Cologne as well. That's what it's called. It's called Refined. Delicious. I get nothing but compliments on that. And then also, their hair and body wash. It's called their Crop Refresher, I believe is that one. Or the Reviver is the spray. Crop Refresher is the one you add hair and body. Guys, if you train, now you don't have to train MMA, but if you train and I sweat so bad. Like, I'm surprised I'm not sweating right now through this white shirt. I sweat so bad when I work out. I literally have to have something that has antifungal, antibacterial, because I'm on a lot of mats. I have sweaty gloves and people are always rubbing their shit across my face and whatever. Like, when I grapple, especially with Matt likes to fucking rub his body up against my face like that, and it fucking sucks because This is how you get fucking ringworm from people rubbing their shit against your face and against your arms and stuff. That's why people wear rash guards. Guys, don't get all itchy and bumpy and nasty and get ringworm and shit from a disgusting fucking gym where people don't wipe stuff down. All you have to do, go to the link below, manscaped.com, use code ROAD20. It saves you 20% on a little bottle that's only like $10, so it'd be like $6. Get the Crop Reviver. It's the little spray. Toss that shit in your gym bag. Thank me later. Use code ROAD20. Saves you 20% off. Free shipping for as long as you use the code. Too easy? Manscaped.com. Guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. We out.